We're at the SAC Museum between Omaha and Lincoln. And I haven't been here in like 5 or 6 years and I got a big missile over my head right there.
You said SAC. Tracy almost stepped on a nuclear weapon.
I was staring at it hard enough.
Yeah, I cannot believe you almost tripped on a thermonuclear hydrogen bomb. You are a mechanical genius, would you say?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Go over the bits and pieces of the, I mean, you're just a car guy, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, an internal combustion engine is an internal combustion engine, so.
Correct.
Educate me on this freestyle.
Okay, well, let's start at the middle. This is going to be the crankshaft.
Crankshaft.
Going right through the middle here, this is what everything is run from, basically.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it here.
So we got
right here. Peek right in there, that's a connecting rod.
That is a connecting rod.
That bolts to the crankshaft and then into the piston right here on this, which is called the wrist pin.
Wrist pin.
And that is the piston. And here, if they're not in here, but if they were, you would see in these grooves are the rings.
And the rings, right?
There's 2 compression rings, and one is going to be an oil wiper. And when those start to wear out, that's why your car smokes.
Okay.
Up here, you see these rods. These are the lifters, or the equivalent thereof for a rotary aircraft engine.
Okay, so what would they be lifting?
They open and close the valves for the intake and the exhaust, which would normally be done off of a camshaft.
Right.
But because this is a rotary engine, there's a...
Okay, and if we come around here to the other side, we can actually see the valves themselves.
The springs and the valves down there.
And this would be the intake and exhaust, probably ports coming here.
Yeah.
One of them's got to be an intake, one's got to be...
One, I was just trying to figure out which was which.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Yeah, that's... and another easy way you can tell is usually the intake valves are going to be the bigger ones.
Right.
It's going to be smaller, but since we can't see them, obviously, I think this side is the exhaust, because it looks like... I think.
Well, it's all coming into this chamber right here.
Yeah, that's what it is. It comes back here. Everything's coming into here, and then this is where it's ported out, probably right through here.
Yep.
More than likely.
So this would probably be your starter, or a derivative thereof?
No, I think these are part of the ignition.
Okay.
Because you see they're numbered on the top there?
Oh yeah, it actually has point numbers.
Those are for the ignition. And yeah, you can see right here, those are the points. Wow, points.
Man,
they didn't even use electronic ignition back in the day. This is like straight off of a 1950 model Chevy distributor right there.
So, what is this guy? This is our carburetor.
Yeah, that's fuel delivery down there.
It's weird. It's all
Stromberg, which actually made carburetors for cars too.
Oh wow!
I believe. This thing was patented in 1913 the first time.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, right?
So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's we got these fins are for heat dissipation, called heat fins.
Yep. And
pretty much it's exactly the same as the engine you'd have in your car, except it's just a weird 10 piston circular formation. But other than that, the mechanics are exactly the same. What do we find here, Trace?
A space shuttle tire.
Space shuttle tire. It's cool. Space shuttle Discovery. I don't know if you can look to see how thick it is, but it's about 2.5 inches thick.
I got my hand wrapped around it. It's about like that.
It's juicy. Big and juicy.
Oh, a temperature monitor sticker on there.
That's cool.
And let me just tell you, this is the only tire used by the space shuttle, and it's made by Michelin. That's why I use Michelin. If it's good enough for the space shuttle, it's good enough for my hybrids. Oh, that's my case. Bastard.
I wish they put Pirellis on the space shuttle.